Hey there. Let me invite you to look at the word success. Right there is the letter E. And every time I look at that word success, I try to create an acronym. I try to create something that helps me to really confirm in my mind what success looks like and what it takes to be successful. And so when I look at the word success, I have chosen to believe that the E in success is for endurance. And if you look up the word endurance, it means the power and the ability to remain and to stick with something that's unpleasant or difficult. It means not giving away. It means to recover. It means to be able to withstand trauma, wounds, or fatigue. To endure means you have the ability to last despite fatigue or stress or adverse conditions. And to endure means you have stamina, you have tolerance, you have patience, and you accept what you're going through. Now, when I was thinking about endurance, I was thinking, in order to endure something tough, we have to have some shock absorbers because sometimes we're enduring things that are just shocking us, like going through a breakup or getting a bad health diagnosis or going through a pandemic, losing your job. There are things that can literally shock us. And so I thought in terms of cars, they have shock absorbers and it keeps the car from bouncing up and down, up and down, up and down. And they're designed to keep the tires in contact with the ground at all times. So I thought in terms of endurance means I've got to have some faith absorbers so that when I'm shocked by the news or I'm shocked by something going on in my life, I'm able to stay in contact and not lose connection with my hope, my faith, my vision, my purpose, the task at hand, that I need to stay connected and keep myself from bouncing up and down, up and down, up and down. As we develop endurance during difficult and stressful times, it's your faith, it's your coping skills, it's your support and connections with others. It is your ability to endure that gives you shock absorbers so that you can remain stable and not lose your mind or lose your way or get distracted or get tempted to give up or just totally fall apart. Now, you may be experiencing some ups and downs, as we all are during this pandemic. You may feel exhausted trying to keep your life, your mind, your family, your faith together. You may feel exhausted just studying, working, exercising, looking for a job, trying to build your customer base, trying to get more customers, trying to build up your credit or buy a home or recover from addiction. Or maybe you're just exhausted from caregiving for a loved one that's sick or homeschooling your children. You may want to just give up. Just give up on your diet or give up on your exercise program or give up on your marriage, your career, your job search, give up on your business or ministry. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. I think of the reason why people follow athletes, sit there and stare at a football player, stare at a boxer, just stare at these athletes that endure, training and bad weather and critics and just, sore knees and ankles and backs and head injuries. Boy, they endure a lot, don't they? And I think we watch them and marvel at their discipline, their perseverance, their focus, and ability to what? Endure pain. Some of them play when they have problems at home or they lost a loved one, and yet they show up. That's called endurance. And it takes grit and grind for you to achieve your goal. You got to stick with it. Don't quit. And I'm talking to myself too. I'm probably going to listen to this audio message a couple of times myself. I need to remind myself, Jewel, that the E in success is for endurance. I got to remind myself and remind you that we can do this. I looked up the word endurance and I wanted to know what was the origin. It comes from the Greek. There's two words. It comes from HUPO, which means under, And the second word is MENO, which means remain. So when we're under pressure, we have to remain faithful, remain consistent, remain focused, remain strong. Under and remain. Wow. So if you learn to stick with it when you're under pressure, and look at the word pressure. The first part of pressure is press. We got to press. You can't give up. You got to press. I know it gets difficult. I know it gets exhausting. I know you may have faith fatigue. I know you may be pissed off at somebody. I know you may be questioning God. I know you may be feeling like I'm done. I'm tired. But when you're under the pressure, you got to press. You got to endure the troubles, the trials, the difficulties, the discouragement. And I believe with every fiber of my being that if you and I endure and press, and when we're under pressure, I believe if we get that grit and that grind and we don't give up, we will reap the rewards. We will experience success. We will experience some momentum, some progress, and achieve what we're going for. But we got to press. We got to endure. Oh my gosh, I know that if you and I can learn to do this, we will have the satisfaction, and one day we will thank ourselves for not giving up. This is Jewel Diamond Taylor. I want to thank you so much for sharing the things that I post on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and LinkedIn and what you see in my newsletter. I thank you so much. It means a lot to me to have your support. And I pray that these messages are empowering you and encouraging you and emboldening you with an audacity to believe that you can achieve success and make things happen. God bless you and stay in the light.